So Rob, this is now video 7 and it's the last video. Here we are starting off traffic lights. Good to check left and right. The green light means you can proceed if it's safe, so it's important to check it's safe. Very pleased that you did that. That's exactly the correct place to go through the crossroads. Got a potential hazard pedestrian there, so that gives you a bit of extra space from the pedestrian. Some people call this a safety bubble, which is keeping a space around you. So the safety bubble would apply, of course, to riding past parked cars. Highway code says 1.5 meters, but I think that's 1.5 meters is the minimum. I always give it a bit more if I can. That's perfect. In other words, if a car door is opened and the person isn't looking, then you don't get hit by the car door. Nicely positioned there. Coming across the crud now for the gentle right-hander. There you are. That's perfect. Just adjusting for the parked cars and the poor road surface. That's pretty good. So we're turning right. Shoulder check right. One left. Open lane check. Good. Now we can accelerate smoothly. No hazard on the left, so you're left for crud. That's perfect. Another roundabout. Main hazard from the right. Try to straighten it, look. Can you see? Just go straight across. Don't need to do the little swerve. Your bike is safest when it's upright, so anything that you can do to keep it upright is what we should do. So coming off the gas so that you can arrive gently at the lights on green is good. Just right of crud for the left-hander. Yep, there you are. Very nicely done. Now, no hazard on the left, so you're left of crud, that's perfect. And you're already in the correct place for the gentle right-hander too. Bit earlier, you need to be a bit earlier across the crud for the left-hander. No hazard on the left, so he came back across. Because the road bends to the left gently, you could have stayed there. You could have stayed out to the right. There's no danger. The road is very wide. Go check 30. Anybody behind you, show a brake light. to just to confirm or warn them that you're coming to 30. A lot of people don't do that. So this video is just under 9 minutes, and we had 5.5. A bit of a delay here. So as this is the video, let me just summarize what I think. You ride very well. You clearly have a good deal of experience, which gives you a huge understanding of hazard awareness, and that's obviously because you spend a lot of time on the road. To get you to an advanced standard, so you could take the advanced test, will be quite straightforward, but the most important thing to correct is your steering. At the moment you're balance steering and not counter steering, and as soon as you not only understand it but have the skills to do that, it'll transform your riding and transform your confidence on the bike. You have a wonderful bike. It's much better at taking corners than you are, and in some regard you're fighting it, but by steering with your shoulders, not with your hands, you're putting the bike out of balance. You're fighting it rather than working with it. And if you watch that the previous video, when I've zoomed in on you, you'll notice that your arms don't change length, and when you steer, because you have to steer with your shoulders, often that causes you to wobble, and it's that wobble that gives your brain the idea that maybe you're not so stable as you should be, and that then erodes your confidence. So it's a very simple chain of problems, easily corrected. Some of the other things that you've learned, hopefully, is not to stop too close to vehicles in front of you. Think escape route. We talk about stopping so that you can see both wing mirrors of a car, for example. The other thing is, particularly on a motorway, keep an empty lane on the motorway and ride from gap to gap. Never ride along any other vehicle. And if there are 2 lorries overtaking, don't become the 3rd vehicle. Wait until those lorries have sorted themselves out before you overtake. In the things I'm going to send you, I'll send you the highway code about that supports that that's the correct thing to do, because the police suggest that if you are overtaking vehicles on a motorway, then you don't need to pull back in. The other thing I mentioned is when you do pull back in, you don't need to signal back in unless you are changing somebody's approach. Well done.